Hello. Welcome everyone, it's Monday. We're back again. At this place. What is this place? Does anyone want to guess what this place is? Anyone familiar with the red ring of death? No, no one knows. No one would ever hope to know. But it is in fact Scotland, that's right. It is in fact the Falkirk Wheel in Tam4Hill. That's right. Tam4Hill. It's a Scottish landmark that may be mistaken for a finely designed infinity pool. True, comma. Oblivion looms at the far end of what are they talking about? Oblivion. Oh, I just searched for it. Okay, that's fine. Anyway. Welcome Stream Elements, welcome Duck, welcome Wallstarer, welcome Potato. That's the Xbox, that is the red ring of death. Anyway, this is today's drawing. It is a container of water. This is based on a real container of water that I purchased recently. I don't think I mentioned that. I think the other day when I was going to turn off the light in the living room, I dropped the lid of my ceramic mug and then it broke, and then I was like, oh frick, I don't have a lid on this thing. I don't even know the word. It's not allowed. And then I went out and I purchased a new container of water. And that thing is right here. It looks basically like this, except instead of my face, it's like transparent. And yes. Anyway, welcome JD. Hello. Anyway, it's Monday. We're back. The usual. It may be like, well, Wolfie, what are the updates? What have you changed since last time? I just don't know. I just don't know. Made a few minor changes to some things. And that's pretty much it. Wolf-branded jar mugs coming to a store near you. It's true. It was only like $2.50. No, it was $2.70 something. $2.75 maybe. I paid with almost exact change. Not exactly exact, but almost exact. I paid 5 cents more. It was like, I think I gave like $2.46 and then I got 5 cents back. So it must have been $2.50 and then they add the tax on that. I don't know. Anyway. We are going to do another one of these streams. Another classic stream where I make some puzzles. Now I have done a few minor updates to the game that are not just puzzles. You know how like in Mario, Picross, and other Picross games you can choose a song to listen to? It's not just the same song. I've added the option that you can play one of 3 songs, or you could even mute it. Now I know on my stream you don't really hear the music from the game, and that's because the emulator doesn't really have music. I don't know. What am I talking about, guys? I don't even know. Let's do this. We're always doing this stuff. Okay, let's find the server ID. Paste that one all together. Lobby. Then I pin it. And then I manually unpin it. Yeah, spoiled for choice. I don't have 3 songs really. I did start contacting some people. One person on Fiverr who does Game Boy music commissions, and I was like, I would like to commission some music, and they were like, I would love to, and then I gave them some details. I'm just waiting for them to respond. Anyway, let me show you some updates. The updates made to my game. Everyone dying to know. They're like, Wolfie, what have you changed? What's new in the land of the Wolfie's Picross? The game will probably be called Wolfie's Picross, by the way. I've decided it's gonna be in the similar to Mario's Picross, but it's Wolfie's Picross. That's right, it's my Picross game. Now this is gonna be not so interesting because you can't hear the music, but maybe I'll build the ROM and then I'll try to load it up in a different emulator so you can hear the music. But I'm still using like example songs from various places. Okay, so this is what's new, okay? The pause menu is back. But look at that, BGM 3, BGM off, BGM 1, 2, 3. You can press left and right if you want, you can press A. And then it just does it. It's simply, you can't hear it, but I'm telling you, music is playing. Okay, and then if I do, if I build the ROM, right? And then I open up the emulator that I've used in the past. In the downloads directory, we go here, is it BGB? Is it this one? And then I copy the ROM over. Is it this one? Is this the one? I think this is the one. And then I load the game. This one. Okay, this is... Wait, it defaults BGM off? That's strange. Okay, it might be because I already have save data. If I delete the save data... delete. It should default to BGM 1. Alright, this one... Okay, here, okay. It's BGM 1, and then BGM 2. Whoa. These are sample songs provided in the driver software that I'm using. That's BGM 1, BGM 2. These will not be the actual songs that are in the game, although they are pretty catchy. They do sound pretty nice. But they're just placeholder until I have the real songs. Okay, we got BGM 1, 2, 3. Wow. Welcome, Tiny. That's BGM 3. I believe the actual name for these songs are visible here. What did I call them? Puzzle.c. One of them is called Uwu. Okay, BGM 1 is called Uwu by the artist SVL. BGM 2 is Funkabeer's Revenge by Reed. BGM 3 is Fish and Chips by Jester. This is BGM 3. And then there's BGM off. Because you always want an option for music not to play so that people can play their own song. This is BGM 1. That's right, it's there. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to use these songs, but they were provided in the software. But for now, as they're placeholders, I'm just going to use these. They do sound pretty nice though. What if I just play these still? Wait, hold on. I just remembered something that I could do. When I was looking for songs that I could... Like, if I'm commissioning a song, I need to send the musical artist an example of, like, the kind of music I want. And I started listening to the official Picross S soundtrack. Now, there are some songs in here that are actually really good. And specifically, I was like, can you make a song that's similar to Picross S3, BGM 3? Now, I did clarify, it's not exactly going to be like a cover, I just want it to be something with a similar kind of vibe. But okay, this is the song that I've requested. Doesn't this sound like a song that would be nice? It sounds much deeper on Windows than when I listen to it on Mac. Oh no, because I'm listening to it with headphones for the first time. I hardly ever listen to music with headphones, except when I'm streaming. Or when I'm lying down in bed. But yeah, I requested something like this. If they could get this, something like this on the Game Boy, I would be very happy. But then I'll also request 2 more songs for BGM. And then perhaps a main title theme, perhaps a victory theme, perhaps a song that plays when you're waiting for the puzzle to be revealed. That's like 6 songs right there. We could also just listen to this today. Start off from, because I've played Picross S1 and S2 on stream. We all know how that sounds like. We can start listening to Picross S3. And then if there's a song that I'm like, oh, this sounds nice, I can note the time. I can be like, oh, I could request a song that sounds like this. And I think that would be quite cool. In my opinion, at least. But you might disagree. You might be like, Wolfie, that's actually not cool. You should actually not be doing that. Okay, but that's what I've done. I've added, so last time we added these puzzles. I've added allowing to choose the BGM. And then once you choose the BGM, the next time you launch the game, it will remember. Okay, that's an important part, remembering settings. You have to make sure that you save the user's previous selection. And also off stream, I fixed an issue where if you take more than 99 minutes to solve a puzzle, when you go to the puzzle select screen, it crashes. Literally crashes, but I fixed it, okay? If you take longer than that, it doesn't work. So the reason why that crashed was because it would write 99 here, but then it would write the 1 from 100, and then it'll try to write into memory that it doesn't really have access to, and then it crashes. Welcome Zoe, hello. Time Barrel. What are you doing? You're playing Vampire Savior, the Lord of Vampire. I don't know what that is, but I hope you have had a good time playing it. Even us slow puzzle solvers can play. It's true. If you take more than 99 minutes and 59 seconds to solve a puzzle though, it doesn't really track above that. It will just show your time as 99:59. But you know, that's fine. It's fine. See, look at this one. This one took me 99 minutes. But look, we can get a record here. Oh, I also no longer have the thing where you press enter and it solves it immediately. I've instead put that in a secret shortcut that is known as pressing all 4 direction keys and enter. Now that should not be possible on a real Game Boy because you can't press left and right and up and down at the same time, I think. Maybe it is possible, but for now it's not possible. Okay, I'm just going to assume it's not possible. So only doable in emulator, and you have to know specifically to hold them all down and also press enter. It's that fighting game known as Darkstalkers. Oh, that's what Vampire Savior is? See, the first thing that I thought was Vampire Survivor, which obviously is a totally different game. It's not even the same thing at all. But it does have similar sounding title. Capcom fighting game themed after horror films, not as scary though, all the characters are Frenchy. That's the one with, is that the one with Morrigan from Marvel vs. Capcom? It's called Vampire Savior, the Lord of Vampire. Ah, yes, of course. Oh, that's the one with, okay, it's got these people. These people. This is Boletta, right? Little Red Riding Hood, but she has like a gun. I know, I'm aware of this series. I've never played it. I've never played any game that had them in it, but I have been aware of them. From Marvel vs. Capcom. Well, anyway, that's good to know. But yeah, today's stream, we're streaming. I'm streaming now. I might have figured out the issue with my computer crashing every time I set it up. I thought maybe because there was like, you know, I haven't cleaned my computer in a while, and I was like, oh, maybe there was a bunch of dust in it. So this weekend, on Sunday, I had nothing really to do. And then I was like, what if I just clean my computer? And then I did. There wasn't really that much dust in it. Welcome Stanley, welcome Piss, welcome Ikanu. Hello Wallfree and Tiny. I can see Tiny. I see Tiny. I'm perceiving. I can't even believe this. Zoe played the Chinese vampire girl. That is probably a character that exists. It's true. Tiny's here. Tiny is real, a real individual who I for some reason know lives in Norway, although I don't remember how I know that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was cleaning my computer. And I took it outside. You got the thing that blows the air, and then there wasn't very much dust. I was kind of surprised. I thought there would be more dust because my room is like fairly dusty. But I think it's because whenever I'm not using my computer, I like put a cardboard box over it. And so like the only opportunity that it has to gather dust is when I'm streaming or using it to play games, which is like not that often. Not that common. So I don't think that was the issue. But then I reinstalled drivers. I have NVIDIA. I saw a thread that was like someone else had a similar issue. They were like, every time I turn on my computer, it restarts like three to 5 times, and then after that it's fine. And then someone was just like, just try like reinstalling the NVIDIA drivers from scratch. Don't do quick install, just like install it and then choose manual installation and then uninstall existing drivers. And then I did it, and I don't think my computer has crashed since then. Which is promising, but we can't necessarily know that it's not going to do that in the future. I feel like it might have been like, you know, maybe it updated and then Windows had some update that broke some compatibility. I don't know. But I'm hopeful that it's fine now, hopefully. Tiny is a common name in Norway. It's a reasonable guess. Is it though? Is it really? We've known of each other for years. I'm not secretive about it. It makes sense. But like, how did I know? Like, has Mooney mentioned it? Maybe she's mentioned it. Maybe at some point during Moonybug stream she's mentioned Norway. It could be one. My PC doubles as an air purifier. No, but all the dust goes in there. The tag barrel storage is a very common name in Sweden. Is it actually? Everyone just knows everyone's location. That's a new thing that's on Twitter now as well. You can click on people's join date to see like where they're located, like what country. I checked mine. Can you believe Wolfie is in the United States? Holy frick, guys. Can't believe it. All the people that was like, what? I thought he was in the Wolfland. It's not a place that is real. It's not even existing. No, unfortunately, I am from New York. I mean, it doesn't say New York, but that information is known. Unless there's someone here for some reason that did not know, and this is new. I think they removed it. No, it's back. They removed it. They added it and then they removed it immediately because I think some United States official government accounts were listed as being from Israel, and then they're like, oh frick, we gotta like remove this. And then at some point they fixed it, or and by fixed I mean they changed the location, and then and now it's back. But there is the option to like change it to say what continent you're from instead of what country, which doesn't help if you're from Australia, because Australia is its own continent. But other places, perhaps, if you want to be vague about North America, you don't want people to know you're from like Canada, you could just, you know, like just say North America. Whoa, a spam bot, holy frick. Can't believe this, man. Wait, hold on. You can't click that right now. Australia isn't real. Is it though? Are we sure it's not real? cheap viewers in 2025. Well, soon it's going to be 2026. What would it say for New Zealand? Probably also Australia. I actually don't know. Would it say Oceania? Did someone from New Zealand try it? I don't know. But anyway. Isn't this nice listening to new music for once? Expensive viewer, yeah, no cheap viewers here, only the most expensive viewers. Welcome, Deppins. This is Picross S3 BGM3. Now, I was kind of hoping that this would be on Spotify so that, you know, you could see the title on the bottom left. But that is not a thing. It's actually not there. But yeah, now we work on some puzzles. That's right. Is this stream safe? Of course. You can literally stream Picross games. This is literally a series of games that I've streamed before. So surely it would be safe, because I haven't had issues with Picross S1 or S2 or any of their games. Unless suddenly they were like, actually Picross S3 is not fun. It made a special case for New Zealand users where it says their public IP address. That's not true. Oh, you know what else is cool about this Picross soundtrack? Picross S5. A lot of people in the comments were like, Picross S5 has the best music. And I listened to it and it very much sounds like Plastic Love. Hold on, can we find the songs here? Doesn't this sound like Plastic Love? It's not so obvious now, but in a few like minutes or seconds, there's a part of the song that is extremely similar. Not even the coincidentally, it's like it sounds exactly like it. You're like, oh, the Wolfie, this is just what city pop sounds like. No, you're gonna it's gonna be even more obvious. I'm gonna point it out. Can I write? No, but you don't even know. It's gonna be even more obvious. It's gonna happen so soon. What do I draw? What do I draw today? Welcome, Yurga. What's this song? It's Picross S5. What if this was a puzzle in the game? Wow. Whoa, it's an egg, guys. Literally an egg. No, I think BGM 1 sounds more like it. When are we switching to Christmas music? Probably December. It's gotta be December, surely. How about this one? Egg. Has anyone had egg recently? We can play Christmas music in our head last Christmas. The final Christmas, the only Christmas to ever exist. I still eat quite a bit of egg. McDonald's breakfast burger. It had egg. It's like the egg that's like, it's very cylindrical egg, right? Not like scrambled. Or is it different in Australia? I don't know. Curry thing with eggs? That sounds good. I think I had eggs yesterday, or maybe the day before. Okay, now this one though, this one you're gonna be like, this is totally Plastic Love. What do you mean egg cylinder? McDonald's egg. Like this kind of like this, this kind of egg. It's this egg. The egg cylinder. They crack a regular egg into mold. Yeah, but like, you know, it's the egg cylinder. Of course. I have rings to make eggs like that. Yeah, the egg puck from hockey. Was it this one? I think it was this one. I put mold. It's true. Yeah, this part. This is plastic glove. It's literally the same song. You hear that? How are they allowed to do that? They're gonna play it again. Soon, eventually. Do literally city? No, it's not even just specifically City Pop. It's specifically Plastic Love. Or one of the other songs, I don't know. What if I had a puzzle that was just like this? What could this be? A bunch of... I guess this would not be that interesting of a puzzle. Let's not do that. Now let me check my list of ideas. To do an abstract puzzle. Like what though? Yeah, this part. It's literally the same song, guys. It's the same song. What if it was like another dog? Have we considered if it was another dog? Do the pie symbol? I could maybe. Pie. What if I could add a pie, like a real pie? Put that in my list of ideas. Pie. So a pie would have the bottom part like this. And then it would have the whatever, the tin part. Over there. Like this. And then that. And then what, guys? And then it's gotta be... It looks like too big for a pie. What if it was like this? Anyway, everyone have a good weekend. When was the last time I had a pie? I feel like it's probably been a while. Can I check my Google Photos? When was the last time I took a photo of a pie? Oh, I mean a pizza pie, but that's like different. It's like a totally different thing. This is more like a cake. I don't know. I actually don't remember the last time I had a pie. It's probably been a while. Pie, but inside the pie they have something wacky like 6 clowns that burst out when you get too close to it. That's crazy. You can't do that. It's actually not allowed. It'd be kind of messed up if they allowed that. Clowns. Man. What's the deal with clowns anyway? How do you draw a pie? Hold on. Pixel art pie. 16 by 16. I know they're probably not gonna have 15 by 15. Oh, hold on. It could be like this. It could be like that. Gonna eat pie in 3 days. Thanksgiving. That's right. It is American Thanksgiving soon. It could be a slice of pie. You know what? Maybe that's more readable. Or maybe if I had it like with part of it cut out. Yeah, that seems more like a pie to me. Well, this actually does. It does look quite a bit like a pie. And then what? And then I do this. Well, and then you remove this part. No, you gotta have this outline, right? You gotta have this indication. Now this isn't so much a pie. It kind of looks like a cheese wheel or something. I've been thinking more VTubers should get into casual fighting games. Maybe. I mean, remember Rosemi? She was really into fighting games. That was cool. Pie like the graph? A pie chart? That's crazy. There. It's Pac-Man. It could also be Pac-Man as seen from a different angle. Rosemi got acknowledged. That is true. She did in fact get acknowledged. And now she's dead, unfortunately. That's too bad. How do I make this more pie-like? It needs to have, like, some decorations, maybe. Welcome back, you listening? Cheese, right? It kind of looks like cheese. But, like, these could be, like the frosting, you know? They could have frosting on this. Welcome, Wolfie. Hey, what the? You can't do that. The streamer welcomes the viewers. Put cherries or apple pieces or a lattice. It's true, I could do it. I could have this be like this. Perhaps. Does this look enough like a pie? She's always casually fighting people. It is true. She's so violent. Streamer, Twitch user, Piss welcomes the viewer. When are you streaming again? When the chatters aren't even streaming. Messed up, man. It's actually hecked up. I guess, yeah, this does look a bit more like a pie. That is true. Anyway, that's cool. Literally streaming your video onto my tablet computer device. Hawk2, man. Hawk2. Remember that? Anyone remember that from that classic line from The Simpsons? After 400 something seasons, they still got it. I think this looks enough like a pie, right? And then we got, it can't just be like floating in space, it's gotta have like a plate or something, perhaps? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I forgot to mention outside of Twitter and the Discord, but we are having a peak community night. And by night I mean day, it's gonna be day for me. But it's gonna be on Saturday, the time that I normally stream on Saturday. So if anyone is in the Discord and would like to join, it's gonna be there. And then you have to join and not say slurs, because that would be concerning. It would be nice if you would not say slurs. Welcome, Lasabaka. Thank you for the 5 months. What is that emote? Is that Haruhi? That is Haruhi. What the frick? Only Afro Haruhi emote? That's crazy. How is that allowed? How did they allow that? Alright, check this out. The question is this solvable as a puzzle? Technically, it's against the rules. Yeah, but they don't care. No one at Twitch really cares. Literally, just don't care. Okay, this one is not exactly solvable. We could make some adjustments to it, perhaps. What if the plate was larger? That actually makes it worse somehow. I think we need another thing up here. We need something up there as well. What if it was this? Okay, so it's gotta be this. And then we could add a bunch of dots around here. Wouldn't that be nice? Add some noise. Okay, but how do we solve this though? I guess that works. Okay, put this one and also this one. Can hear Plastic Love. Yeah, all the songs from Picross S5 sound like Plastic Love. Specifically that one section. Yeah, the motif. Motif? What is this? A dentist that messed up and put teeth in the wrong person? Guys. What's the deal? No, imagine that was funny. Alright, this works. Name this one Pie. Bam. That's right, guys. That's it. That's pie right there. No, I want to go back to Picross S5. A lot of people said it was the best one, and I think so. I think it's pretty good. 8 years of medical school and still full of bugs, teeth. See, this one requires knowledge from outside this stream to understand. So for those of you all that are like, what is he talking about? This is a reference to the video game known as Silk Song that was in development for 7 to 8 years. And some might joke that it's full of bugs because it can be interpreted in two ways. Bugs as in like software errors, unintentional behavior of software. However, in this case, it's referring to the creatures in the game known as bugs, also insects. And some might say they worked on this game for 8 years and it's full of bugs, and you might laugh like, haha, that is so true. And then we're changing it around, okay? Because like it's not just that. Any reference of like 8 of something, and then bugs, and then like development perhaps. I don't get it. You should rewind 20 seconds, because that's when I explained it. It could also be many incarnations of Bugs Bunny. No, that can't be true. They would never bug a bunny. He would never do that. He means like bad at video. Yeah, this is also a bat at video games. It's like bad, but like bat. It's true, guys. It's true. I don't get it. Well, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain comedy. Sometimes things are just funny, okay? Has anyone had a joke recently that they didn't understand? And I could try to explain it to the best of my ability. What's the deal with the thing, guys? Okay, that's pi. I've added pi to the game. And we add another thing, a new thing. I should make sure to note this in my commit message. Added new puzzles, pi, comma. That would also include big chungus. What about small chungus? What about the smallest chungus? Okay, next thing. The next thing that I'm adding. I think the world is ready for small chungus. Is it though? What if I added this? Now you might be like, but Wolfie, what is this? Why would you add this to the game? We don't even know what this is. What was that? Some kind of Pac-Man? Oh, Subby! Holy frick, you're right. We could add Subby. Oh, that's so true, actually. Oh my god. I'd say that's Plastic Love. Goldilocks and the 3 Chungi. Chungi. They would never do that. There we go. There's a good idea. Subby. Oh, look at Gritty Goose. Holy frick, guys. Gritty Goose. I'm just gonna call it Goose, but it's gonna be doing the gritty. There it is. Everyone's favorite Twitch hype train emote. Okay. But this isn't really that interesting of a puzzle though, right? It's kind of just like a straight line and then a bunch of these things. Like, how is this even an interesting puzzle? What if I added like some pillow shading? No, that's too much. Is this an interesting puzzle? There it is, there's Plastic Love again. Add some spots on it? No, but Subby doesn't have spots though. It can be an introductory large puzzle. It might also be too hard, actually. It might actually also be impossible to solve. Dark Souls. How are those souls so dark, guys? Anyone here have a Dark Soul? And then this is when someone can make a joke about like, oh, I've been walking around so much, the soles on my shoe are dark, haha. You could do it right now. I have no soul. It's not true. Jerry Seinfeld be like, Dark Souls, yeah, that's okay. The only Dark Soul I have is by walking around. Am I right, guys? New York, I'm walking here. And then everyone laughs. They're like, oh, Jerry Seinfeld. It's always telling jokes, man. It's always joking around. Doesn't he know that sometimes you can't joke about things like that? Although we are walking here, it's a bit rude. pointing that out. Is this solvable? Perhaps. No, it's even worse. You know, let's not have this in the game. Let's totally ignore the existence of Subby. Let's add Gritty Goose. That's right, guys. It's time for the Gritty Goose. Gritty Goose. Okay, how does Gritty Goose even look like? What does Gritty Goose even look like? Well, as you can see right here, it's got this, and it's got a beak, right? It's got the beak right here. It's literally right here. But it doesn't go down that far. And actually, it's a bit more like this. And it's got the bottom part of the beak is here. Now maybe I should move this up as well. Alright. And then now I feel like if I had it in like this motion, it would be hard to tell that it's a goose. So then it's gotta be like the pre-gritty motion before it's grittying. Welcome, Classic Caribou. What about Gritty Walfus? It doesn't exist. It's not a thing that is real. Unlike this song, which is definitely real. It's Plastic Love. He will never gritty. He will never even be gritty. Nor goose. Never gritty, never goose. But it's gonna be like this, guys. Check it out. Something about this song as well kind of reminds me of like Korean MMOs. Like something like this could be in Ragnarok Online. Does anyone understand what I mean by this? This could have been in Gunbound. It could have been in many games. So many. No one gets it. No one understands me, guys. Could be in Mega Man Battle. No, that's also true. Gran Turismo. I don't know, I've never played Gran Turismo. But maybe you're right. I feel like the neck is too short on this guy. But also, I can't really fit more in here. I think it kind of has to be like this. Or I can make this thing smaller. Does this still look like a goose? It does still look like a goose. It just looks like the neck is too short. What if I make this thing more like this? And then I extend the neck here. Maybe. What if it was like this? But then also, what if it was also like this? I think this is fine, right? And then you have this thing. You have the legs as well. And maybe this could be this color. And then this thing could be like this. There it is, there's plastic love again. Oh, there they go again with their plastic love motif. Wow. I'd say that's really good. I think the legs are too long. Maybe like this. Perhaps like this. And then you gotta have the other wing. Of course, the other wing definitely there. And then the beak could be this color. Maybe this thing would also be here. Okay, and then the other wing in the back is this color. So you can tell from shading. That right there, that's Gritty Goose. But then we also need the tail. The tail's right there. Maybe we don't need the tail. Or do we? Do we need the tail, guys? What if it was like this? What does horse Wi-Fi look like? What do you mean by this? What did he mean by this when he said horse Wi-Fi? Oh, horse. Okay, horse. No, that's just horse and Wi-Fi are two different things. This is horse, and this is Wi-Fi. It's not the same thing. Those are two separate categories. Horse wife, Uma Musume, am I right, guys? Tiny, you had the same idea. My horse wifey? No, that's problematic. She can't be your wife. That's not allowed. Spell Wolfie? Is it? Which one is your horse wife? I do not have a horse wife. I would never have a horse wife. A horse wife I hate. Ho ho, is so true. Horse Wi-Fi. Is this distinguishable? Is this discernible as Gritty Goose? Do I need more shading, perhaps? I think it's good. I think that looks pretty good. But is it solvable though? That's the question. Everyone demands to know, is this solvable? No. Not solvable. Okay. So we gotta add like more stuff up here, I guess, probably. Perhaps. Maybe. Guys. Whoa. What if it was like this? What if it was like this? And then we also had these here. But the eye is a problem. Are you seeing this, guys? Maybe we add more here. Okay, hold on, that works. We have one pixel here. Changes a lot. Does this solve everything? No. So we might still need these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 cause it to be solvable. There is Gritty Goose. Gritty Goose if it was a solvable puzzle in Picross. There, okay. I could also make the beak a different color, see if that makes it harder, because sometimes, you know, sometimes that makes it harder. But no, it made it so hard that it's not solvable. So I can't do it. Unless I do it like this. But now it looks like it has lipstick, which is not what I want. Okay, new tag. Gritty Goose. Gritty Goose. Gritty Toucan. Gritty 3-can. Alright, let's see what this looks like in the game. If it even compiles. This one. Alright, I keep forgetting. I press multiple buttons now. There it is, there's the Gritty Goose. Gritty Goose. Anyway, I'm gonna drink some water because it is in fact 6 p.m. Oh, also this tune from what was this one? This one is Picross S6. They all have this tune. Does anyone know what this is? Is this the song from like Japanese graduations? Cause like I instinctively like knew how this song went, despite not really knowing. Like what is this? It's so familiar. I'm going back to bed, perhaps we'll return. Maybe this is goodbye forever. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you will return at some point, if not today, in the future. But if this is the last time I ever see you, that would be unfortunate. This is the song from Sakura Swim Club NSSW patch. I don't even know what that is. I think this is like, what is it? Japanese graduation song. One of the most famous Japanese graduation songs is this thing. Is this it? Oh, I got DMC'd for this. Does this sound the same? I'm not sure about this. Hold on. Welcome, become Fire Punch. How do you know that it's a joke? It's a joke. Wait, hold on. Is this not? How do I know? Wait, hold on. How do I know this? Picross S6. S6. Welcome, Muffin. It was a joke, guys. Tiny is simply joking. No one understands comedy. Alright, next one. No, what is this? What is this song? I have to know. Right? What is that? Okay, next thing. What is the next thing that I add? Poop Kemion? What is he talking about? What is he? I thought you were going to bed. Pokemon? Is that what you meant? Now it's the jazz version. Isn't it fun listening to music? You're like, oh man, music. Oh, I love when it's not royalty free. Stream beats lo-fi BGM for once. God. Okay, next puzzle. I don't know what to add. I've added water. Wolfie, are you the type of person that can sleep on command? No, I'm not. Welcome, Orfish. It's from Pokemon. I'm sure of it. Tiny stunlocked me with the word Sakura Swim Club and SFW patch. There's no way it's from Pokemon. They would be sued for that, right? Which song from Pokemon? Anyone know Pokemon? Any Pokemon knowers? Oh, I could add these glasses. Hold on. These pixel glasses that everyone knows. Everyone knows these. Pixel sunglasses. Yeah, these ones. Earthbound. Wait, it might be Earthbound. But like Earthbound also, like, some of their songs are based on other songs though. When are you gonna work on the next game? No, this is the last game. I'm not making games after this. This is the final game I will ever work on. Until Vacuous Sugar Quest 2. Okay, I can't really fit the full sunglass on here. I could do the simplified version. This one. Maybe this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a billion puzzles to it. Hold on. What if this one? What if we had the swirly sunglasses? Sorry, not sunglasses. The swirly glasses from anime. Everyone knows those. Some might say the nerd sunglasses, the otaku sunglasses. Now this song is weird. I listened to this yesterday. It's a bit strange. I would say I'm not really a fan of this. It's a bit weird. I don't know what they were thinking with this one. But maybe there's an audience for it somewhere. Maybe someone loves this type of music. Yep. That is in fact some music. I'm gonna skip this one. Oh no, I turned the music up. It just keeps going, huh? Okay. Swirly sunglasses up there along with Squirtle Kamina sunglasses. It's true. But I can't really fit it here. Like if I make it smaller, it's harder to fit the swirl on there, right? Like to make this sunglasses-able, it would need to be like kind of small. But then when it's this small, you can't really like as easily put the swirls in there. Unless I did this, but then it like doesn't look like it. So maybe not. Maybe we don't have it. Swirly monocle? No, it's not even a real thing. Oh, what if I add today's image? Just like a mug. Oh, I guess I already do have a mug. Welcome, Panis. Which one was it? Where was my mug? This one. It's in here somewhere. They call him Dusty PC Wolfie. No. There was not much dust in it, honestly. Oh, what about musical instruments? I could add a piano. That's a thing, right? Piano. Of course. Of course. How do I draw a piano? This is definitely AI. These pixels aren't even like a line. Piano, I hardly even know. I don't even know. Maybe it could just be like this. Doesn't have to be complicated, you know? So a simple piano sometimes is also fine. I need to know like how far apart to put the black keys. Oh, but then I can't fit it. Then they can't even fit the thing on there. Okay, what if it was like at an angle? What was my favorite instrument? I don't know if I have one. I'm not sure. Music boxes are pretty nice. Kalimba's pretty nice. I don't know. What is your favorite instrument, chat? Anyone here have an instrument that you're like, oh, I love listening to the violin or whatever. Love the sounds of the obscure instrument here. The automaton, perhaps. The handpan? Wait, I feel like, hold on, I think I've seen videos about that. No, okay, I was thinking of a different one. This is like a steel drum, right? Kind of. Trumpets are pretty good. Acoustic guitar, those are also nice. A lot of good acoustic guitar renditions of songs. This song's kind of nice. What is this? Picross S7. Oh, shoot. Damn. Could this be discernible as a keyboard? Piano keyboard? No, I don't think so. Kind of, maybe. No. It's a bit strange. It's a bit strange, isn't it? That's what they say. They're all saying that. There. This? Like if someone showed you this and they're like, that's a keyboard. A piano keyboard. You could be like, yeah, I could see it. It's like somewhat, in some ways. Handpans are basically steel drums but in reverse. They have the same kind of sound but muffled and echoey. I see. I have a coworker who plays the erhu. Anyone know this instrument? He's not Chinese, but he's a white guy, but he plays this. That's pretty cool, right? Workhorses. Horses? I just pronounced horse like horse? Horse? Horses. Alright. Piano. That is very cool, right? There's like some cool instruments that like aren't so common in Western culture. As opposed to Northern Lion, who is a white guy but also Chinese. But only 10%. There, and then to make this more solvable, I just add extra things on the side. And then you gotta have like the, whatever this thing is, the thing that it stands up on. What is this called? The stand? the thing, guys. Is this anything? I'm an erhu knower. That's good. Shamisen. Anyone play the shamisen? Maybe I don't need that. Piano, keyboard, pixel art. See this thing. I'm trying to add this thing. I could add like some indications of the lines. Yeah, vacuo piano. It's right there. Whoa, look at how advanced this looks. That looks way more like a piano now. And then I can use like this for this. It'd be fun to learn the slapophone. Is that a thing? Slapophone? I've never even seen this. I think pianos are only black and white, not green. No, there's green pianos. What is this, huh? What is this? Green piano keys, perhaps? Oh, what the heck? Premium AI image. Messed up. Look at this. Doesn't this look like Kit Kats? They put Kit Kats on a damn piano. The matcha Kit Kats. It's crazy. Why would they do that? A premium AI image. Amazing. That's limited edition content right there. There, you add 1 pixel there, so everyone knows. And then you also do this. Surely someone has done some green screen shenanigans with the green piano. I would not be surprised. That's totally a thing that someone would do. For real, for real. For real. For real. Alright, check that out. Wow. This almost even looks like real pixel art, doesn't it? Kind of, in some ways. Maybe. There's too much detail. There's too many shades, you know? Oh, you could even still tell that it's a keyboard from this view, kind of. Alright, let's see if it's solvable. Oh, I didn't save it. Guys, I didn't even save it. No, it is very much not solvable. It's actually extremely not solvable, which is unfortunate. Okay, how do I make this solvable? Do I just add a bunch more of this? Nope. What if I just added more stuff up here? Oh wait, okay. I just need to add more stuff at the top. Easy. It's so easy, guys. Literally so easy. Looks like some kind of pastry. No. No. Wait, did that not fix it? What else did I add? Did I change something else? Hold on. I thought that was good enough. That's not good enough. Was there more? Did I need more? Okay. I need even more. Oh no, because wait, hold on. Oh, because I was changing the wrong image. Was I? No. No, let's copy. Did I not copy? I think I did not copy it. That's probably what the issue was. Okay, so that's solvable. Do I need to add one of these things? Because otherwise people might be like, what? That's just a freestanding piano. It's got nothing that it's standing on. It's a keytar. What if it was like this? Oh, the police are here. I guess I could do it. Well, if I have those, does that mean I don't need these? That does appear to be the case. Okay, so let's add some of these. Like this. And then I can remove these. Although it does look a bit weird, like, this doesn't feel like it's in perspective correctly. You know what I mean? How do we even do this? Maybe it should be more like this. No, maybe it's fine if it's just floating. You know, that's fine. People will understand. Now, I can't just call this keyboard, though. Like, is keyboard piano a known term? Keyboard piano? Piano keyboard? Keyboard. Piano. Is it piano keyboard or keyboard piano? Piano keyboard. Whoa, and doesn't it fit? Don't pianos have 88 keys? Guys, that was not even intentional. This is the 88th puzzle, and pianos do have that many keys. That's crazy. Piano, keyboard. Or keyboard piano, what was it? Keyboard, piano. Piano, keyboard. Which one is more common? Musical keyboard. Okay, I'll just call it musical keyboard. There it is. Solve it. Wow. There it is. It kind of looks like a comb as well. That's fine, whatever. Alright, next thing. Next puzzle. You think I should make Gritty Goose 2 words? I guess I could. Gritty space goose. No, it's gotta be 1 word. Gritty Goose. Grid E-Goose. Alright, pie and Gritty Goose and musical keyboard. And then other instruments. Pixel art instruments. Wait, no, we had the thing where we looked at Kirby's Dream Land. The pixel art from Kirby, one of the Kirby games, and we copied it. I thought that was pretty good. Does anyone remember what game I was looking for specifically? Kirby. Oh, it was the Invincible Candy. And then we go to Sprites and Models, and then we click through. Was it this one? That one. Where was the thing that had all the sprite sheets? Kirby. .fandom. How did we get to the mint leaf? Gallery. Sprites. Oh, it's just, okay. Was it here? Was it in this section? Kirby's Dream Land. Sprites. Kirby's Dream Land. Cureby. Where was it? I don't know. Guys, I just don't know. Sometimes I think I know, but I just don't know. Invincible candy. Artwork. Gallery. This. Then this. But not this. It's this, but it's also not this. Okay, we could add an acoustic guitar, perhaps. Does anyone play the guitar? Any fans of guitar playing in the chat? Would be like, no, I freaking hate guitars. I think guitars should never have been invented. It ruined everything. Unbelievable. Dabble a bit. What is your favorite song to play on the guitar? I don't play. But how do you dabble, though? How can you dabble if you have never played? I can play a little bit of Greensleeves. That's a good song. How are those sleeves so green? I just press the strings and pluck some strings. Oh. I guess that counts as dabbling. In some ways. I don't know. I've never played the guitar. Maybe not. I don't know. But what if it was guitar from this angle? Oh, a tuba. A tuba could be a possible instrument. Tuba. I realize that music is hard for me for the same reason fighting game combos are hard for me. You just gotta practice, right? Just memorization. But also execution. I'm greatly simplifying music. I'm like, it's actually just so easy. All you gotta do is this. All you gotta do is practice for years. Duh. It's not memorization, it's more of an internalization where you don't have to think. Also true. I feel like a tuba would be kind of an interesting puzzle because it has like these like swirly sections, which I think make for like challenging puzzles. Somewhat. Oh, this song is nice. What is this? Whoops. This song is nice. What? It mutes it. Picross S8 BGM 1. This one has a very like wintry kind of feel to it. Wow. Amazing. Alright, how does a tuba even look? I'm kind of just copying. Like Shutterstock, whatever. No one even cares about Shutterstock, dude. Would they sue me if they found out that their pixel art was used as reference? Would they sue me? You can't be doing this in your game. They would no, there's no video evidence. This was totally just something I came up with on my own. Alright, let's reference a real tuba. So they have this mouthpiece right here. And then they have the swirly part. And then I can use this swirly part to add the reflections of the light. Maybe that's a bit too strong. Kind of tricky, actually. Music. Man, imagine a world without music. Wouldn't that be fricked up? Really goes to show you that music is a thing that exists. Of all the things to exist, music, that is one of them. I'm always talking about music. It's music right now. It's literally right here, right now. Okay, what if I copy a different tuba? Pixel art tuba. So like I'm not copying from just one thing, it's multiple things, which obviously makes it better. I feel like a lot of these are not pixel art. This is definitely AI generated. These pixels look very uneven. You got mixels here. This one, I would not really say this is pixel art either. It's kind of just like MS Paint. This one is pixel art. But why are they all pixel tuba night? It's all tuba night. It's not just a regular tuba. Are they all references to this guy? This guy right here? Messed up. Kind of messed up, dude. Can't believe this. Okay, if I just added like random shiny pixels. Does anyone play the tuba? Does anyone know? Like, if you saw this, would you be like, yep, that's a tuba? Or would you be like, hey, wait a second. This is missing the defining characteristic of a tuba. I feel like there's a tuba night rabbit hole because a few months back I found this really nice song that references tuba night, despite it not being a game or anything. Yeah, it's just a guy. It's literally just some guy. There, what if I added random highlights? I see. Maybe part of the issue is that this is like too consistent. is that we just need like some partial highlights along the base of it. And then that makes it look much more like a tuba. It also kind of looks like a snail though. What is this song? Okay, you could totally tell this is a tuba. Definitely. And it's also solvable, so that's cool. Now it is a bit too similar, I think. I need to change it slightly. Cause like why is this thing? So this thing is really... Is that how it works? We have like this thing, but then like the tube doesn't go around like this, does it? It kind of does. Is this accurate to tubas? Is it perhaps like... How does this work? How does this even work, guys? Me when I don't really understand what I'm doing. Like, is this tuba-like? Tuba-like? It's somewhat like a tuba, right? You saw this, you'd be like, that's kind of like a tuba, but also not really. Because I think this part is like too thick. Maybe if we made it like this. Maybe? I don't know. I just don't know. What if it was like this? If we simply had like a slight indication that this was connected. And then like, is this enough like a tuba? If anyone's made a tuba VTuber, probably. A virtual tuber? Of course. I think this could work. As an approximation of a tuba. Welcome, Altscout. Altscout, do you know tubas? Does this look like a tuba? Tuba clip art. It does. So it's like this, and then I guess I could like lower. I could make this part thinner. No, maybe it's fine. I would need like three things right there. So this is the thing that you press down on. And then you got like 3 of these. Whatever, it's fine. New tag, tuba. Alright, I'm gonna mix these with the other things, so we don't have like too many instruments in a row. This can be right after GitHub. Oh no, but then that means musical keyboard is no longer number 88. I could put Skyline after this. And then move tuba to be right after headphones. Tuba. Okay. Next thing to add. A guitar, maybe saxophone. Perhaps this. Do you play the guitar, Old Scout? Any guitarists? You're like, oh, I played Guitar Hero. I played the highest difficulty of the Guitar Hero. You do. Is it acoustic or electric? Welcome, Ilarezi. Okay, so it's gotta have this thing. Alright, this is a well-established part of the guitar. I have 3 electric guitars, 1 acoustic. Dang. This guy's got everything. Literally everything you could ever want. I'm not that all that good. Yeah, but you have 3 of them. You have 4 different guitars. Surely, with that amount of guitars, gotta be good. That's just how it works. The more guitars you have, the better you are. Compensating for lack of skill by buying more. No, that's what makes people good. Okay, I think I need to make this a bit smaller. Maybe I don't have enough space for this, so then I just make it like this. Kind of doesn't look round though. Doesn't really look like a round guitar. Actually, maybe it's fine. Maybe, okay, if I just move this part down. Right, and then this part. There, that's like this kind of guitar-like. You could tell that this is a guitar. There's definitely a guitar right there. And you gotta have this thing. It looks so guitar-like. It's like, whoa, dude, that's a real guitar. Oh my god. That's literally the same guitar that I have. I don't have a guitar, by the way. It kind of looks also like a face. Doesn't this look like an eye? And then this is like the mouth. Do I want one? Nope. I do not really have a desire to play musical instruments. There. Okay, is this solvable? I feel like probably not. It's probably got too many like one-off spaces in it. Yep, the entire puzzle is not solvable. Okay, what if I added, let's see. We could add like this thing down here, which also doesn't help. What if I added also on this side? No, that's also not a thing. Weird. It's like, what's wrong with this? It's like too many things? What if this was a solid shape? What if this was a solid shape? And then this was negative space. Even that's not good. What the heck? I think it's just too hard. Simply just too complicated of a puzzle. Yeah, this definitely looks like a creature. Definitely some kind of creature, some kind of unsolvable picross creature. But I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know how to make it solvable, says. I mean, it could be like this, but this doesn't really make sense as a puzzle. Maybe we just don't have a guitar. Oh wait, no. Wait a second. It kind of lost its essence though. It doesn't really look like a guitar anymore. Okay, maybe I give up on this one. But no, I spent so much time. I spent several minutes on this thing. Several minutes. Whatever. Alright, let's not do that one. Let's, next thing. Don't throw away several minutes? No, it's the sunk cost fallacy. Oh, what about a violin? What about, drums? True. I could add drums. It's definitely a thing that could be added. Drums. Everyone loves drums. They're always like, bro, drums are so cool, dude. They're always saying this. Alright, to make a drum discernible as a drum, you gotta have roundness, of course. It's gotta be round. And then maybe you also... Whoa, what the... this song... You have the internal thing be shaped like this. Whoa, listen to this song. Holy frick. Okay, and then I guess you could have like some of this stuff. Perhaps like Welcome Arumia. You could have these things on the bottom. And then maybe like this thing could be this color. It goes up. Goes down. And I think I could move this up by one. Maybe this. And I also feel like the inside could be... It could be like this, maybe. Okay, what if it was like this? Or is that too much? Like this. I don't know. What is there to talk about? Well, what are some interesting conversation topics? Well, do you guys see the checks my notes? What's in my notes? Did you guys see that I ordered pizza? You would have had no way to know that, but now you know. I ordered pizza yesterday. And I had the pizza and it was good, and now I had leftovers today. That was pretty cool. That was the thing that happened. Theory of Relativity. Yo, from the hit song Lovesick Part 2 by Shing02 and Nujabes. What toppings? Meat. It had sausage, pepperoni. That's pretty much it. But it was a stuffed pizza. It was like, it's on the inside rather than toppings. It's like this. It's kind of like this. Except not like that. It's like this, but it's not like that. It is very filling. Theory of Relativity. Anyone related to their relatives? Can anyone relate to this? No, streamer, I can't relate. I have no relatives. No. How did I know? Well, just intuition. This no longer looks like it looks like an oil drum instead of like a drum that you play. But surely when I add this stuff, it looks more like a drum. What if it was like this? Just a W. But that I don't know. Okay, what if it was like this instead? It was less of a W. You hear Xbox Crocs are releasing in the Crocs store? I do not keep up with the Crocs news, so I Crocs news, holy frick. I did not know about that, no. I was not aware. Crocs news is crazy. Remember when they did the Hatsune Miku Crocs collab? That was something. That happened. It did in fact happen. Wait, this looks more like a drum now. I just needed to add this thing. Okay, but then like, what about the side portions? What about if I added this here? And then I did this. That's so drum-like, guys. That's literally a drum. I've seen drums in my life, and this is, in fact, possibly one of them. Maybe. Twitch is gonna run an ad, which means perfect time to drink some water. Alright, I've hydrated. This one seems kind of loud compared to the other ones. Oh, this is the Picross Genesis. We've listened to the whole soundtrack. Let's go back to Picross S3. Well, not the whole soundtrack. Much of the soundtrack. Wow. Some nice music. Also welcome Hamflo. I don't think I welcomed you. Just a real Hamflo. Are you streaming this week, Hamflo? When was the last time we had a Hamflo stream? It's been forever. It's been so long. No, I mean it is Thanksgiving week, so like it would be understandable if you did not stream. Well, what if you did stream though? What if he did stream, guys? Have we considered the possibility of streams? There, that's a drum right there. I wonder if I could like, if I could make it like this color. It's more subtle. Still not sure, work is busy. Keep getting offline. No. Well, maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll have a Hamflo stream. It looks like a drum, but it also looks like TNT. Somewhat. There's something about it. How do I make this look better? I could add some shading. This part could be dark. this part could be like lighter. Maybe, and then this part could be white. But then like, then this part's messed up then. Unless I added some outlines around here, and then I made this darker. I think I ruined it. Let's not do that. But this though, this could be dark. And then this one could be lighter somewhat. Perhaps. Yes, it is a drum. I'm glad it is visible as a drum, because I was like, maybe people can't tell that it's a drum. But you were able to tell, so that's good. Thank you. It's a drum. That's a drum right there. It was like, what if it was like this? This part up here could be lighter, and then what? And then this one. And then what? I think that seems good. We have some of these, some dots over here to indicate something or other, and then some dashes to indicate an indentation. And then maybe on this side we can have some this good? Is this even alright? It does look quite drum-like, although this view does not. I could make these lines could be... No, it doesn't look good. I guess it's fine. It could look like this in the puzzle view, and then like in the finished view it looks more drum-like. Yes. Of course, of course. Of course. Alright, is this solvable? Yes. First try, actually literally first try solvable. It kind of, I don't know, it looks like a drum, but it also kind of doesn't. I feel like it's a bit too cylindrical. Like, I know drums are cylindrical. Something about it just seems off. It kind of just looks like a barrel, you know? Like if it was like shorter, maybe? Because like this one, it's like missing one pixel on the side here. But like without it, it looks a bit weird. Like if I did this. Hey, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's actually fine. If I remove these 2 pixels and then had this go in here and also down here. Like that. But then now the middle feels too thin though. That's the thing. It's just too thin. I mean, I guess some drums are like this. Alright, it could simply just be like this. Wait a second. Wait a second. What if it was like this? Like this. What if it was simply like that? Like this. No one knows. No one even knows anymore. Like, what's he even doing? What's he even up to? Picross? What the freak? Maybe this is good. Maybe this is fine. Maybe all of this is fine. Maybe none of this is fine, guys. Maybe everything has simply just been an illusion. And we can never understand, really, the meaning of life. Okay, what about this? Is this more like a drum? It does have some drum-like qualities. It does resemble somewhat. I don't know. What if it was like this? Whatever, yeah, it's fine. Drum. New tag, drum. Okay, next thing. Next thing that I'm adding is definitely going to be something. Oh, the person that I'm commissioning did say they would be able to make a song similar to this. Okay, I will then commission them. Cool. We have some possible music commissions for this game. Okay, next thing that I'm going to make is going to be a something, some sort of thing. What are some other Wolfie things? youtube.com/Wolfington. Alright, looking at things that I've made before. Games that I've played. Welcome Brook. Dog. Puzzles. Wolf creature, perhaps. But which creatures? Fishing. Dog. Northern Lion. Did I draw the bear? Yeah, there's a bear in this one. The bear, specifically. Puzzle frame 91 has invalid size. What? Oh, because there's nothing there. Yes. What do we got here? The bear. My work systems had an outage, so my last 30 minutes of work was me doing nothing. It's nice being paid to do nothing, though. That's nice. The bear. The bear is literally right there. There's the bear. It's literally right there. Shrimp. A gator. Crocodile? I could add a crocodile. You know what? We could add the crocodile from Crocodile 3D. No, actually, I don't know if I should. Because it's like... I don't know. It's like an indie project. Like, I don't feel bad copying, like... You know... well-known, popular things such as the Twitch logo. But like this crocodile is like a small thing, you know? A boot. I already have a frog. Let's see, a jester. I have a jester already. This one. Okay, from this image... Oh, I don't think I have a flower. Do I have a flower? I don't think I do. It's a bit surprising, though. I don't have a flower in here. Alright. New frame. No, I know I have a clover, but I don't have a flower. A gesture. A ghoul. Ooh, an axe. Hold on, that's a thing I could add. Let me put that in my notes. Things to add. An axe, a flower, and what else do we have? I guess a toilet would be relevant to web fishing. Web fishing does have the toilet item that you can place. A lawnmower. Can I fit a lawnmower in here? What else we got here? A cloud. I already have a penguin. There's things. Okay, let me add a flower. That's a classic one. Everyone loves the concept of flowers. Maybe. Okay, so flower, it's got like the middle part. The generic flower that everyone knows, it's got the middle part. It's got the petals. The petals right here. Of course, obviously, duh. Okay. Be like this. It doesn't have to be symmetrical as well. Because not all flowers are really symmetrical. TBH, some of them are just totally asymmetrical. Totally non-symmetrical. Asymmetrical, if you will. B-symmetrical. Mr. Beast symmetrical. Bees symmetrical. I'm kind of just saying things at this point. Bees symmetrical. Mist or beast. No, this is no. Let's make it smaller. I think it could be like a small potted plant, perhaps. Oh, I could also have a cactus. Hold on, that's a thing. A cactus has a very, like, discernible shape. You know, cactus, it's got, like, this kind of thing. Well, you can pretty easily tell that this is supposed to be a cactus. Cactuar from the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy. Welcome, props not Jen. It's gotta be this color, and then the. It's not a cactus in the wilderness. It's a cactus with a potted cactus. Of course. Ah yes, the cactus, the most tsundere of plants or whatever. It's a reference to Undertale. Everyone knows that reference. Why did he say that? Why did he put that in the game? Cactus. Cacti. But then, like, at such small resolutions, it is a bit small to put the prickly parts. I guess this works. It's actually totally fine. I was worried for no reason. Good. Yes, of course. And then I can add some shading. No. I think that's good, right? That's good. Maybe this thing could actually be here. Wow, this song has got woobs, wooblins, woobling. Ooh, I'm just saying words, guys. I'm just saying words now. It's the part of the stream where I just say words. What's the deal with words? What about comedy, a jester mask. I already have a jester in the game. It's already there. Comedy and tragedy. You know what I think would be a good emote for me to have? Cinema. Because there were like a few times in today's Northern Lion stream where he was like reading poems and I was like, man, this is cinema. And I don't have a cinema emote. I know Karagi has one and I feel like I've never really used it, but there are times when it could be useful to have a cinema emote. Binema. Welcome Saxon Hale. Binema. Any noters of Binema? Alright, new tag. That was fast, Cactus. It's done. It's literally already done. Okay, and then flower. Flower. Now this one will be very similar though. It does have, it's going to be like another potted plant. What if this one was not a potted plant? What if this one had grass? We can have like the bottom could have grass. And then like in the middle, we have a flower. What about that? And then this one could simply be like this. But that is a bit of an uninteresting flower because flowers don't really work like that. They're not really much like this at all. I guess some of them are. There are probably some flowers like this. No, you can't do it. You can't do that. What if I just freehand a flower? That just looks like a guy. What? This is like this is like the hand. No. Popped popcorn. Popped corn. When was the last time y'all had popcorn? This is the thing I ask all the time. When was the last time? Whatever. That's my new go-to question to ask. I have not had popcorn probably in years now. People talk about freehand. What if you paid hand? They're always doing it. When was the last time I had it? If I search my Google Photos for popcorn, there are no photos of it. I actually have no photos of popcorn. Which surprises me. Or either I do, but then like it doesn't recognize it. I've eaten popcorn. It's been a few weeks. Had it at TTRPG when someone brought cinnamon roll popcorn. What the? Wait, no. Have you ever had half popcorn? I like it. There was at the place I worked at for 7 years, they had sriracha half popcorn, and I thought it was really good. It's like popcorn, but it's like crunchier and it's good. Worse? No, better pop. It's even better. I feel like all popcorn is always over seasoned. You do in fact add a lot of butter to it, that is true. I'm skeptical. You gotta try it. Half popped popcorn, sriracha. I realize I don't like air in my food. What? I like how you have to add quotes. Half, quote unquote half, quote unquote popped. Is it the coconut sriracha? No, no, get that out of here. None of this coconut in my popcorn. I don't know, I can't find the specific brand. It's messed up. Okay, how do I do a flower? Maybe I don't do a flower. Maybe, what if I just search for picross puzzles? And I just steal some things that I know will work well. Like this fish. I actually don't have a fish in my game. Because I tried, but it was too hard. I do have fishing, but not a fish on its own. It might look like a shower head. The flower? Flower? Got teapot. You're the fish guy, and I have fishing though. And fishing is already in the game. Schmack fish. Oh, look at this Santa. Oh, I could add Christmas stuff. What about Mount Fuji? I already have a mountain though. I can't have a regular mountain and Mount Fuji, and that's 2 mountains. Miku Picross. Wait, why are there so many... Why are there so many results from this same website? But it isn't Mount Fuji? Yeah, but it's like, it's kind of similar, you know? It's kind of the same thing, honestly. What the heck? I feel like DuckDuckGo is giving too much importance to ricedigital.co.uk. One of them ogre masks. No, that's too specific. Oh, present. Oh yeah, present. True, true. I could add, yeah, I could just add a bunch of Christmas stuff. I do have a snowman, which is not inherently Christmas, but it is related in some ways. Here, okay, we got a present. Present right here. Here, this could be a present in a 3/4 view. This is the top of the present. Yep, this is in fact plastic love, but legally distinct. Of course. Legally distinct. And then this, but then we make it taller. You gotta make it taller. And also make a stocking true. Actually, also true. Okay, so for this to be a present, it's gotta be... You can have this be the outline. Oh, this could also be a Minecraft cube. Wait a second. It could totally be Minecraft cube. Just a regular cube. Welcome, Wed. Thank you for the 13 months. That is, in fact, many months. Thank you. Maybe it's better when it's not fully wide. When it's like this. I guess this should probably be a present instead of instead of Minecraft Cube. Now look at, whoa, look at that. It's literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. I think I could make this thing black, and then this thing could be this. And then up here, it would be this is where the wrapping exists. The wrapping, whoa, M&M's here, guys, whoa, wrapping. Oh my god, that's a guy who raps. That's crazy. Oh, Wolfie, that's a different type of rapping. That's totally different. He got the wrong idea. What is the most surprising present I've received? I don't think I've ever received a surprising present. Have I ever received a surprising present? I don't know, actually, I'm not sure. I have no idea. What is an example? What about you? What have you received that was surprising? During a white elephant, I received a cake made of construction paper. It looked like the Portal 2 cake. Was it delicious and moist? Because that's a thing that I think it is. Surprised when I got a Game Boy Advance SP. That's a good present. That a classic console that everyone knows and loves. That's a good one. Very nice present. I pretended to eat it, found the USB stick underneath the cake. The USB stick supposedly had the creator singing Christmas carols badly. What if it was a virus? You did also say supposedly, which means that you, I guess, did not listen to it. You're like, I'm not putting this in my computer. It's a virus. It's literally gonna... This really did not listen. It's valid. What if it was a virus? And you dodged the virus? And I hold it hostage, force him to listen to his cringe? How long ago was that though? Has it been years? Has it been a decade? Surely not. 3 years, that's like sufficiently long enough. This doesn't look like wrapping for a present. I don't know how to make this look like it's wrapped. Does this look like it's wrapped? The Uma Musume present. Wait, what if it was like... what if it was like, you know, wrapped like this? It's like, this looks wrapped somewhat, right? Maybe, no, it's gonna be like this. No. bell pepper. No. Yeah, what about this? What if it was like, what if it was simply, no, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, it could be like this. Only this. And then that looks alright, right? That seems something. Yeah. It's totally valid. Now what if this one went down this way? Bam, look at that. Preview in the right makes it look solid. I would hope so. These presents are often solid, but not always. Sometimes they may be liquid, like alcohol. Sometimes it's Solidus from Metal Gear, from the solid Metal Gear, the gear that is metal. I think I need to make this part go this way. What if we make a cog in the machine? A simple cog. Cost of goods sold. Do you guys know cog? Cogs is cost of goods sold. That's a term they use in retail sometimes. Cogs. It's true. It's real. Definitely a real thing. Whatever, that's probably good enough, right? Is this solvable? Surely. See, okay, even this looks like a present. That's good. That's totally fine. Not sure about this part up here though. I feel like this looks a bit weird. Or not, maybe it's fine. Wait, what if, hold on. What if it was like this? What if it was like this? Wait, that looks better. What is this? Does that look better? I think it looks better. Somewhat. It looks somewhat better. No, maybe not. It doesn't. It does kind. You know, okay, it does look kind of better. But how did I do that though? That's the question. How did I even do that? How does anyone even do things? In society nowadays. Oh, wait. hold on. I think I was missing the part that makes it look like a bow. If I did this. If I simply did this. What about this? What if it was this? Y'all? Y'all. What if we all start saying y'all? Y'all. Bow reminds me of a pretzel. You could have one right now. Literally, okay, that doesn't look as good, actually. I think because they're disconnected. Maybe this is fine. Yeah, I think this looks a bit better. Maybe. Mayhaps. Mayhap. Alright, let's see if this is solvable. Yes, no, okay. I just need to put 1 pixel. There's 1 pixel here. Okay. New tag, present. Present box, perhaps? Just present? Maybe just present. Presente. Alright, can I add something in the next 5 minutes? That's the question. Just 5 minutes. New frame. What were my ideas again? I already forgot. Fish. Present is done. Cactus is done. Lawnmower. An axe. Okay, an axe should be pretty easy. Maybe. The axe is a reference to both Holocure and also Aikatsu. Because Holocure has the accent. And I have played many times. Okay, anyone who is not here when this song first played, does anyone recognize this tune? Because it sounds very familiar to me, and I really would like to know what it's from. Besides picross. God, there's gotta be something, right? I just don't know. No one knows. Right, it's like, I feel like it's like a classic Japanese song or something. I just don't know, like, where. Right, everyone's like, I've heard this somewhere. might never know. We may never find out the answer. We will suffer. We'll be like, oh no, no, we should have known. Is this enough like an X? Let's see. X. Holocure X. It's like a little bit different. It's like, okay, I'm looking for the Aikatsu X. Oops, Axer X. So it is more like this one. It does have various similarities. Oh, but it's like this. And then this part goes in slightly. It's the bossa nova aspect. No, but like, even without the bossa nova part, like I definitely recognize the tune from somewhere. Just don't know. Maybe in Village. I don't think so. No, it's like pretty different. At least to me. It's different to me. Whatever, it's fine. It's you just never know. You may simply never know. And I feel like this one's probably not solvable very easily. It's probably got too many empty spaces. Okay, that's actually a lot better than I thought. If I just add like one here, one here. There, okay, that's pretty easy actually. Bam. Although I feel like the angle looks a bit too sharp. It feels like it should be like this. Maybe that's better. I don't know. That's still solvable. Okay, let's put this new tag X. Suisei reference. No, it's specifically an Aikatsu reference, but it fits as both, perhaps. This one again. Well, I'm gonna end the stream. Git commit -am. Added new puzzles. Pi, Gritty Goose, musical keyboard, tuba, drum, cactus, present X. God, what were they thinking with this song? What the frick are they doing here? Okay. And then we end the stream, everyone. The music is loading. That's fine, we're not listening to it. And now we shut down. I did git push, right? Hold on. Git pull. Yes, okay, I did git push. Alright, let's find out what day it is. Let's rate someone. There. Wow, not a lot of days today. Brand Day, Sardines Day. Celebrate your unique talent today. This is National Sardines Day. You post an eat emote. I guess we could do that one. I guess we're not necessarily eating the sardines. I feel like when I think of sardines, I think of the food rather than the live fish. Same thing for tuna. When people mention tuna, I'm more likely to think of like prepared tuna rather than living tuna. Kind of messed up, honestly. Kind of actually fricked up. Okay, let's raid this person. Never raided before, but they've raided me once. Unagis. Hey, that's like a fish-related thing, right? Unagi, that's like an eel. For real. For eel. Guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. On COD for real, exactly. I should be back on Wednesday with something, I don't know what, but it will be something. It will be some kind of stream. Some type of stream. It'll be Peak, no, Peak is on Saturday. If anyone wants to play Peak on Saturday, that'll be happening unless something awful happens or like something comes up. But I don't expect something to come up. Surely it'll be as scheduled. But you can't discount the possibility that something awful could happen. But it won't, because that's definitely not happening. It's gonna be totally fine. Why would you put that into the universe? That's just something you gotta consider in life. Anyway, raid's go on. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.